Okay, so this movie is one that really transports me back to middle school, which is probably the last time I watched it. So it's good to see when rewatching it that kind of the magic is still there. It's still magical. That's kind of the word I always want to use when describing this movie. Magic. I mean, the movie does have its flaws, like the dialogue, especially at the end. You see, before he came down here, it never snowed, and afterwards, it did. Really? Okay. But what the movie does do a good job of is creating this little self-contained world that you really kind of believe in. And part of that magic, I really think, comes from the lack of technology. I mean, Burton uses, like, Tiny Town when he does the tracks over the top. And I think, all that kind of makeshifty stuff really, it makes this movie feel kind of homegrown in kind of a fairy tale way, which is, I think, why it starts with kind of the opening as a story. This is a tale, and so I think that kind of brings it throughout the whole movie. I think that really holds. Another thing that I think Burton did a really good job of is that in this movie, definitely, it's fun to look at. It's really, like, exciting with all the colors and stuff, but the characters definitely come first. When people say that Burton's earlier movies have more heart, I think that's kind of what they're getting at. That they're more character-driven than visual-driven. Like, this story would probably hold even if there wasn't all the visuals that went with it, if you just read it or something. The visuals add a really nice kind of fairy tale element, but I think the fact that that story kind of, the characters drive it is really what makes this movie as good as it is. So I guess if I was I can't rate movies on scales of 1 to 5 because it's just so limited. So I tend to do it out of 10, and I guess for this movie I would give it a 7 out of 10. Because it's really great, it's good, there's a few weak points like dialogue and so forth. And it doesn't really fit into my particular taste, which is why it kind of gets knocked down, but it's a great movie. I'd recommend it, definitely. So 7 out of 10, Edward Scissorhands. There you go.